Welcome back to Full Circle with Wikali. Where are you watching us from this morning? 111 That is our SMS line. It's going to cost you a shilling to talk to us. Switch TV KE on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. Be part of the conversation. If you are young one there, looking at getting into the journalism field, this is for you. Grab a pen and paper because we have one of our very own in studio. It's time for Advice Circle. Ni reporter, ni anka, anaongea Kizungu, Kiswahili, ako kwa TV zetu every other day. David Kagina, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mikali.
Nice, Kia.
Feels nice to be interviewed for once.
I am so worried.
Why?
Because there's a high possibility of things turning around. Uanze kuniuliza maswali.
No, I'll try and cooperate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do
That's
my best.
very good to hear. David Kagina.
Yes.
Who's he? Who's that guy?
Well, describing him from now would be a journalist.
Yes.
God-fearing journalist.
Yes. Hivyo tu? Awe wacha.
Lakini sasa unless sasa tuingie sasa kwa uhondo.
Tuingie. Take me, I will go. So is it something that you always wanted to be, a journalist? Like when you were young, growing up, where did you grow up?
So growing up, initially I used to fix stuff. Kutengeneza vitu hapa na pale.
Yeah.
So my mom used to encourage me and she thought I would be something like an engineer.
Yes.
But then going to class, I realized I could read better.
Okay.
Ikifika pale kwa passages, composition.
Unangojea nile paragraph yako.
Bas. So ikifika paragraph yako, class wanasema sasa wewe soma yote. And so I started to get the desire of being a journalist. But sasa climax ilikuja hapa.
Wapi?
So one day ni holidays and then we visited a relative. And then with the cousins pale tunasema let us watch TV. And so I love watching news so much since a young age.
Yes.
Niko busy pale nimeweka sasa huku sasa tutawatch leo CNN. And then the relative comes in alafu ako zile za nini mnajaribu mnaweka TV juu mgeni na hata kwa hawana TV. So I was mad. I was crazy and I said sasa wewe nyinyi mtaketi mniwatch kwa hiyo TV.
No way. That was the best revenge ever.
So ilianza na makasiriko, but along the way I got to really understand no offense was taken. I got to forgive eventually.
Yes.
And
how
size
old
we
are
talk.
you?
I think I must around 2007.
Do they know what they said to you?
No.
Okay.
They don't even know themselves right now.
Oh.
Yeah, we just converse as normal. I took it as a challenge. Yes, it helped me to get to where I am right now, but never took offense against the people.
Okay, so even when you finished your high school, you knew you're getting into journalism school?
Yes, in high school actually, there's a place I studied twice. Something interesting, I did my form 4 2 times.
Wewe ulikuwa watoto?
Sisi tulikuwa wale tunajua mahali
Focus.
But so the first time I did my KCSE, I got a grade that I won't mention.
Okay.
However, the only course yenye niliqualify ilikuwa ni software engineering.
Okay.
And hiyo ndo yenye ningeenda tu.
It doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
No, but
it wasn't what you wanted.
It wasn't what I wanted.
Okay.
And so I couldn't afford to go to a private university by then, so I decided how about we give it a second try.
And you did?
Yes, I gave it a second try. So this time I never put unajua ile mara ya kwanza when you're choosing courses you're told choose good courses, so blah 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 blah. So software engineering landed somewhere on my yes. So this other time I put everything journalism.
How you will
no room for otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah, and sure enough now it landed me in campus. I studied in Moore University.
Okay.
I did linguistics, media and communication.
So growing up and looking at, because you were really interested in getting into the scene, did you have like people you were looking up to, people you enjoyed to watch, and you're just like, oh my God, this guy, pengine ama this woman?
Okay, so funny enough, I love radio to date.
Oh yeah.
In fact, when I woke up, I was listening to radio.
Okay.
So I love to listen to radio a lot. Zile story, when those reporters are reporting, they're very interesting, especially wale wa kutoka mashinani.
Yes.
They tell a story and you feel, No, this you feel as if you are there, and this
Yes.
really motivated me. I took on a TV kwetu.
Okay.
So I never really had someone I was looking up to kwa television.
Radio.
Yes, so it was basically radio.
Yes.
And then I would try now do that with myself.
Okay.
I have videos from quite back, around Form 3, Form 4. So I used to take my mom's phone because I didn't have a smartphone by then.
Yes.
So I used to take her phone, go out in the field, per se, do stories, record myself.
Mtu asoi kuambia uko umefanya internship before we get
Hakuna.
shule. Wewe ulikuwa fields.
Yeah, alafu the guys who suffered were my siblings. I have 4 sisters.
Okay.
Sasa when I was tired of reporting from the field, I would come. Tulikuwa na ile radio ya cassette, wajua ile.
Yes, ile unaweza dub.
Bus, exactly. Sasa tunakamata gazeti. Si kuna zile sehemu za interviews.
Yes.
Unapata msanii fulani labda amekuwa interviewed.
Yes.
Sasa by default mimi nakuwa interviewer.
Yes.
Au watu wanakuwa guests.
And you're going to record this?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're going to record this from the beginning to the end. So lazima asome vizuri, lazima akuwe a good guest.
Oh.
So the coaching bits. So eventually
You did the most, Kagina.
in doing all this,
Yes.
so eventually I found that mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa najisaidia.
That's true.
So eventually when I joined radio back in, I think in 2016,
Yeah.
towards the end of 2016 is when I joined radio.
That was like a dream come true.
Yes, it felt so nice. Actually, the people around me, sasa, they were just clapping for me. Because wako sure, yes, you love what you're doing, and you headed there, but we just don't know how we will assist you, but we're endelea too.
So you got into radio. How long did you do radio for?
I did radio for 3 years.
Wow.
3 years. Slightly over 3 years.
Yes.
So had a morning show, nafanya taarifa, nafanya gospel show, I'm born again.
Yes.
And yeah, that was so interesting. That's how
How
I
did you
got
get
my-
yourself into TV? Kulienda aje, ulisikia opportunity vipi?
Nilifunganya virago.
Ukatoka
Nikatoka radio. Kasema nimeenda Nairobi. Kutafuta kazi.
Okay.
Na ninataka TV. Na TV zote ziko wapi? Nairobi.
TV ziko Nairobi.
TV ziko Nairobi.
Ukakuja.
Nikakuja. Sikuwa na mahali pa kukaa. So just left. Nikakuja. So luckily I had someone who said, interesting, you're chasing your dream, so let me host you for a couple of days as you keep chasing. And so one of these fine days nimetulia, and somehow I got a call. Kaambiwa sasa kuna nafasi hapa kwetu na ni ya Kiswahili. Manake mwanzo nikianza na habari.
Nimesha switch mwanzo.
Nikianza na habari nilikuwa nimeegemea zaidi upande wa Kiswahili.
Okay.
Hivyo nikapigiwa, nikapata mwaliko, nikaambiwa kwamba ukija utakuwa unashughulikia kipindi kinaitwa Nuru ya Afrika.
Okay.
Sasa hivi hapa kinacheza Jumapili kuanzia saa 7 mpaka saa 7:30 kinafanywa naye Hadia.
Yes.
Lakini sasa nikija sasa nikawa mimi ndo nitakuwa producer,
Yes.
mzalishaji wa hicho kipindi haswa.
Aha.
Lakini sasa ile just stretching a day safari pole ilianza kama internship, slowly I was retained.
Yes.
Yes. Kaendelea reporter, sasa ndio mimi hapa.
Allah.
Uh-huh.
I think you are so blessed. You have no idea.
But every day to me is just an answered prayer.
It is.
I'd say.
It is.
And for everyone, from my experience,
Yes.
to everyone who desires to get into the media, not just
Yes.
in the media, in any industry,
field. Yeah.
set your mind to it, commit to God,
Yes.
and keep practicing your craft.
Oh, Kagina, this is
I'm-
such a
I'm
beautiful
sure you can
story.
achieve it.
It's so true.
Yeah.
But where to now? Our time is almost coming to an end. It felt like we just started this conversation. Where to? Where are you headed? Where do you see yourself? What do you want to do for? What is the next thing?
Well, Mikali, honestly, the politically correct answer would be telling you now in the next 5 years, CNN did this.
Uko tunakuona international, but that is not the answer that you're giving us today.
To be honest, on the ground, God surprised me.
Yes.
He brought me to where I was before my timelines.
Yes.
So I wouldn't put a ceiling to him.
Oh my God.
So eventually I live one day at a time. God
Yes.
has entrusted me to be here right now.
That's
so the
true.
best I can do is deliver to the maximum that I can where he has placed me right now. So in the next 5 years, Mwikali, ukiniita
Yes.
hapa kama mkulima, do not be surprised.
I will not.
Yes, but
I have
for
seen what your God can do. I have.
maybe I will have retired, but so far this journey, I'll get practicing it because it's what I love until I get a redirection probably.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Kagina, are you seeing someone? Are you in a relationship? Are you married? Do you have children? You know, it's important for us to...
It's unajua saizi BBI iko kotini, hizi ndio vitu mnauliza.
Wacha tujue kama this man of God. Ni vizuri, ama mnaona vipi?
I am currently single, not seeing
Currently
anyone.
single.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to say that on air, Kasavuli? Are you trying me?
No, bring it on.
I won't. Let me spare you. My director is
Ama
on.
kuna receipts. No, there are no receipts.
Hakuna receipt. Kuna suggestion ya mtu mwenye yako single pia.
Huyo anione kando.
Akuone kando. Tusimtaje huko kwa TV.
No.
And when you look at some of the things that you've done, what would be your highlights being on TV for this while? What is that moment you just like, you know what? Yes, I know I have been doing this. I want to do this, but this is like it for me.
I'd say, honestly, since we were young, we were given pressure to change the world.
Yeah.
Na tulikuwa tunaambiwa, if you want to change the world, you can only start with you.
Yes.
But I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to tell one story at a time,
Yeah.
the way I want it told, changing the narrative of our stories at all.
Oh,
that gives
my
me the
God.
pleasure.
Na jana basi wewe ndio ulikuwa pale kwenye madaraka.
Sisi ndo tulikuwa pale sasa tukizungumza tukiambiana ni madaraka ya 58 ya taifa.
Social media zako Kagina, how can people get in touch with you? Wakufuate pale Instagram.
Instagram Kagina Kagina.
Kagina.
Kagna Kagina.
Okay.
Twitter Kagina Kagina.
Okay.
Facebook Kagina Kagina.
Hey, sawa.
LinkedIn David Kagina.
Aya, ingieni kwa DM. Mmesikia ako single. Are you single and searching or just single?
Single for now.
Ingieni, kwani iko nini? We're taking a very short commercial break. Thank you so much for coming through Kagina.
I'm grateful, Mikali.
We will be right back. Don't go too far. Welcome back to Full Circle with Mwikali. A very good morning to you. 111 That is our SMS line. Get talking to or sending your questions. Switch TV KE on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. Yani, this is that conversation I've been looking forward to for a bit, and I'm happy that he is back again. It's time for Relationship Circle.